sheriffs all over this county, and we haven't had any suicides or lawsuits. Our jail is one of the cleanest there is. We've had inspectors come in there. By statute, the commissioners are supposed to make a quarterly walkthrough in the jail. Most of the time, they'll come to me and they'll say, has anything changed? It's clean over there, it smells good, it's run good, it's running smooth. And I credit all of you detention officers and the detention staff for that. I think you do a great job, and I'm proud of you, and I sincerely mean that. I don't know what else I can say. You do a great job.
Obviously, I'm not that good at. No. Oh. I broke the microphone. That's okay. I really don't need one. I think you're going to find agreement, obviously, from all of us on this point. The fact that jails are litigious by nature, and the fact that we have survived with, and I think there actually have been a couple in the long distant past, but we have survived with without losing a lawsuit, and the suicide issue is huge. As you know, jails are suicidal by nature as well. That's directly attributable to the staff. And the rules that are in place, the caring people, the fact that detention is truly a profession. When I started in law enforcement in this county in 1980, as a new deputy, they just put you in a jail on night shift on occasion and said, just go check on those guys every now and then, okay? And things are very different now, and that's good. People are safe, people are treated with respect, and you guys all do a great job of detention. So I think everybody's in agreement here on that.
We get all three of you on that?
Yeah.
The sheriff is an autonomous elected official as prescribed by state law. Please describe the sheriff's interaction with the county commissioners as he runs his department. Comment on the sheriff's potential to be an advocate for his employees, among other things, wages, benefits, and I guess probably specifically would be recently it came to our attention that the county mid-contract started recalculating overtime as of January. And then there's also the possibility of comment on the lawsuit from clear back when you were part of the administration. Chuck?
Sure. I feel pretty strongly about this issue, and thanks for the question and the chance to address it. The sheriff is an elected official. The commissioners are elected officials. There are certain things by statute that they have authority over. One is budget. I don't feel they have line item authority budget. Some of them have in the past. I think, okay guys, tell me what I get to spend, give me a bottom line number, give me what the mills are, and then get out of my business. I'll set my own budget, I'll submit it to you. You don't have line item approval, and I would argue with them and fight them on that. I don't think they should. I also don't feel that Flathead County developed a human resources department during my tenure as undersheriff. They didn't like me much because when they would call saying, we want this, we want that, my answer was always no. They called and asked for, we want all the personnel files for all of your employees in our office. I said no. I went to my boss and said, I said no. Jim said, great, say no. So I think that the county has certain, or the commissioners have certain statutory requirement, but they will not run my organization. The last quick point I want to make is, I think that as bargaining units or unions, that you should negotiate with me, not the county commissioners. The county commissioners should not have to argue with you guys about benefits and salary issues. My answer to them is, tell me what my bottom line budget is, I'll submit it and I'll live within it, and then I will negotiate with you to figure out what it is, how we can divide that up. You shouldn't have to deal with the county commissioners on those issues.
Would you repeat that question, Dave, just so I get all of it?
Sure. The sheriff is an autonomous elected official as prescribed by state law. Please describe the sheriff's interaction with county commissioners as he runs his department. Comment on the sheriff's potential to be an advocate for his employees' wages and benefits.
Yes, like Chuck said, the sheriff is an elected official, and it's also the county commissioners. That's very important. State statute is very clear that the sheriff has operational control over his office. For example, they asked me to send all the personnel files over to HR, and they didn't go. The non-sworn actually agreed to that, but the sworn is still in Pete's office, and they're going to remain there until you guys agree to that they go over there. Personally, I don't think they should go over there, and I don't think that they will go over there. However, the county commissioners do have the financial control over our office. They give us X number of dollars. I agree with Chuck, they should not have line item. I just finished our first preliminary budget for FY11 roughly 2 days ago. I made a ton of changes in the line items. I added some clerical staff that's going to be desperately needed once the dispatchers leave. I do have that control. They do set the mills. You know, as far as it negotiating, when they have that financial control, I don't think that you can leave them out of it. I fought very hard during the first sworn contract for the deputies when it comes to the scheduling. It was actually 3 people arguing. I was arguing with the commissioners and also with the deputies on different issues. You know, but when it comes to fighting for your people, I don't know who's ringing. That's you. Yeah, let me. Sorry about that.
Good thing this isn't Kitty Curtis's court. You'd be fined $50 and that phone would be
Anyway, with that, I'm gonna let you take over. Shut off.
You know, I have to agree with Chuck, with his, how he put it. I think that just best sums it up. Now, I remember back when I was the president of our Deputy Sheriff's Association, and we would go to Jim DuPont at that time, and we'd present him a list of the things that we wanted, and he would look at those things, and sometimes he would just sit there and go, okay, you can have number 4, number 5, and no to the rest. And then I'd go back and let everyone know. And at that time, again, Jim dealt with things in-house, in with the measures and means that he knew what the bottom line was, and it worked. We had a line of communication going. And again, just like I said earlier, I think sitting on the opposite side, sitting on the same side of the table as the county commissioners and Ray and Campbell and Mike Pence is wrong. We are a sheriff's office. You are the sheriff. You are the chief executive officer of this county. You are a separate office of this county. You don't answer to anyone. You have to answer the county commissioner simply for asking them for money. Tell me what my budget is, I'll make it happen. That's it. You don't have to answer to them any more than that. And you don't, if you sit on the same side of the table as your guys and you're fighting for them, and you explain to them what your constraints are, and this is where we're sitting, again, communication, we can make this all happen as a group. Instead of one person going over and fighting, we all go over as a group. I know that when we went over and asked for, what, 4 or 5 deputies? 3. We went over as a group, and we got them. That works.
Yeah, I would just add to that, Lance. I think you need to brief yourself on the statute when it comes to the financial control that the county commissioners do have, because I think you're mistaken.
would you look at detention officers